Special match versus online. Great match. Special practice.
Now, find a new rival.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Ready.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Starts with a jump in. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. A throw to tie the bow. They were stuck in the corner. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Drive gauge gap here. Puts the super armor to good use. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Gotta be careful, Oboro hit! Akuma looking to play hide and seek. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Ooh, what a smart throw! Okay, here we big time whip! Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Flatline though. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Round one.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jump? I can't keep track of these corner switches. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Fireball from very long range. What's next for you? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Box them with a target card. In a dire situation, sees them coming and shrugs it off with a super arm. So little life left. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Challenge from above. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Throws them to negate the block. Up hits the overall throw out of the teleport. Both fighters planning something? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Goes with the safe stuff with that target counter. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. A quick breather. Player 1 is not experiencing burnout. Barely blocks the jump-in. KO! That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 1 with the life lead. The command grab doesn't make it. Both fighters are working with empty drive gauges, but I'm sure they want to make something happen. Player 2 chases them down. Close them. What's next? Knockdown. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Smart play to stop the opponent. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Showed the medium kick? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 1 will need to play it conservative, experiencing burnout. What'll happen here? Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavy. This is gonna hurt. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Okay, here we go. They're going for the super art? What were they thinking? Flatline them. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Training. Training.
Survivalist, heroic as a tiger is. Earn my stripes cause you know I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard-headed. Call me crazy, but you was not my psychiatrist. Been through a lifetime of strife and struggling. Be the best, that's my covenant. And I'ma live forever, that's my legacy. Greatest of all time, that's what they gon' label me. Put in work, I did my part. They like, keep on going cause you got hard. They know that I'm non-stop, I keep on pushing forward. Highly motivated, they try to say I'm overrated. If you from where I'm from, you're not supposed to make it.
I'm ready.
Opportunities
comes a new challenger.
Give me that drama, give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Jump in, finds the mark. Deal some damage with that quick combo. A comeback's gonna be tough now. Can they do it? We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat? Get some! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Steps back to start things off. Nice counter! The Big Bang Kachoken puts the super armor to good use. Very slick with the combo. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Quick breather. Player 1 needs to use crowns him from above. Lighting up the skies with Kagero no Mai. Are we gonna see a cup knockdown? Here comes the mix-up. In there. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Decide not to rush in without a plan. The last round. It's perfect execution with the anti-air. The Big Bang Kachoken comes out. Throws him. Smart play. Makes the enemy shield and gets that cup. The attack continues. Escapes the corner. Live coming in for the meet and greet. What anti-air. All the throws connect. That corner is starting to look scary. Okay, here we go. Player 2, what a smart close. Oh, what do you mean? They gotta find something to work with. Are you kidding me? Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money! It's not over yet! Let's believe it's time for that one fight! Next, the counter! Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. They were ready for the air attack. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. Their super art gauge is running, capitalizes on every mistake, and picks up the perfect KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Can't tech the throw? How will they take advantage of everything that Pat puts the super armor to good use? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. Uses the target combo with the pillar. Both fighters planning something? Still scrapping for control of the space. Gets the throw and continues on the offensive. A drive in, getting that extra juice in it, ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Knockdown. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 1 chases them down. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to tank. What'll happen? He fires on the KO. Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Challenge from above. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? The jump in catches them. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Knockdown and flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Player 2 has a slight life lead. Duck sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. Medium kick hit. Dashes! Puts the super armor to good use. Crowns him from above. Player 1 is gonna find the target. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Do we see a drive impact here? What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? It hits the drive. Sick super armor use. Side switch. Getting up close and personal. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super arts. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Goes up above. Super armor. Cold and calculated. Comes for them with a phalanx. A projectile to say get off. Big super armor use. Noticeable clutch anti-air. Both sides getting ready. Are you kidding me? Player 2 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It was knocked him out of the air. Gets the combo. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Was looking for that jump attack. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Sticks the jump in. In a dire situation, they can't sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. Going in, finishes it with the anti-air. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Goes for the rush. The sport puts the super armor to good use. Both fighters planning something? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Player 1 will need to play it conservative until the burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Wow, that's some big-time damage there. Throws a fireball. Life leader gets the counter hit and the win. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Comes for them with a phalanx. Medium kick hits. Keeps them out. Things are very tense as this exchange continues. Player 1 needs to wait this out. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Low heavy, but no go. Player 1 is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? It is over! Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Manages to block the jump in attack. Just out of range for that throw. Was looking for that jump attack. Checks with the projectile. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Does a good job of pushing back. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Takes the chance to hurt him. Fires off the Jugando Hadouken. Taking stock. One chance here may end this match. This is a prime opportunity to end things, but they decide to play it safe. Phalanx from above. That was a well-placed projectile. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Will we see a drive impact? Going in? Not much life left. With their drive usage, there's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Both fighters planning something? Jumps in. This is gonna hurt. Throws them. What'll happen? Fires off the sheet in there. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Ready?
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Opts for the throw. Knew they'd go for it. That's a good read. Still slugging it out here. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. What are they thinking here? There's a corner switch. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Checks with a projectile. Responds to the jump with one of their own to drop it. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Knockdown. Boxing with a target combo. Oh, burnout triggered. Going in. Jumps. Player one is KO. Player one hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Jumps in. Experiencing burnout. Blows him. What's next? Misses the target combo with a filler. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Goes for the jump in. Breaks the block with a throw. Drops him hard. Are we gonna see a comeback here? KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure off. Nothing stops this train. Yes, sir. More damage, please. Connects with the throw. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Back through the corner. This can lead to some big damage. Huge chance after that wall fight. Player one is looking at a grim situation which knocked him out of the air. Target combo, the overhead denied. Player two can't let this simmer. This is gonna hurt. Like, are you kidding me? I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
Comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. The jump in is denied. Does a good job of pushing back. Taking stock. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Oh, whiffs the throw. Connects with medium kick. Challenge from above. Gets the jump in. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player two hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. A parry? This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Transverse. The hit throw connects. Smart play with the throw. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Scrapping it out up close. What'll happen here? Player two will need to play it, read the jump in perfectly. Closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. In with the phalanx. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Very slick with the combo. The throw missed. Too far for the throw to connect. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Player one is on burnout, but they may have a plan here. Player one is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Target combo into... What are they gonna do? Yo, raw super here? That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. This is gonna hurt. Noticeable life lead is a comeback. This can lead to some big damage. Snares him with the wrong percent. I can't believe it. Can they use their resources? What? Are you kidding me? Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Target combo into... Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Player 2 has a slight life lead. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Bops him with a target combo. Takes a trip. Throws him to negate the block. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Taking stock. From up above. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. In there! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Challenge from above. Box him with a target. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? Player 2 is working with a less than ideal drive, experiencing burnout. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. A parry? Player 2 has an empty drive through. This is a very precarious situation. Super Arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Looking for a chance. Noticeable life lead is a comeback flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. In with the phalanx. The last round. It's now or never. Jumps in. The throw missed. Both fighters, oh my god, what a throw set! We're just setting up with the jump in. They gotta make something happen to increase Mono's metal level. Low, heavy, but no go! Super Arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Crowns them from above. Looking for a hole. Good decision with that throw. Both sides getting ready. It's too far for the throw to connect. The throws are looking absolutely relentless. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. That corner is starting to look scary. Player 2 has a full... Here comes the boom! Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Challenge from above. Goes with a safe sub with that target. Strings it all together. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right, what's coming up next? The jump in catches them. Very solid corner switch. With the life gap okay? Oh. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Shows the medium kick. Manages to block the jump in attack. Breaks the block with a throw. Sticks the jump in. Still slugging it out at this range. They are really good. Sees them coming and shrugs it off with the super arm. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Are they going to the overhead denied? What'll happen here? Connects with medium kick. In there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Absolutely relentless. Does it and eats it. Shows a medium kick. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Player 1 with a lead. Will they go for offense or defense? Looking to follow up after that target combo. Jump! Oh, they switch sides! Player 2 can't use drive anymore. They're in the corner! This may change the match! Come for them with a balance! Both are ready to pull the trigger on all the throw connects! Amazing! Yo! Rock super hit! Noticeable life lead is thrown! Both stop pump, nothing from it is over! That was a fight heard round the world! Yo, top that!
Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Fight with all your heart!
Try it. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Stands firm and blocks the driving. Starts with a jump in. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. All right. Jump in finds the mark. Still slugging it out here. Forward! Will that drive impact get punished? Reads them. Takes a trip. We're near the end of the round. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Takes the chance to hurt him. Flips the grab. Gets the jump in. Anything could happen here. Keeping them away. Okay, creating some space here. So, what's next? They gotta be careful here. Damn! Scores an important armor break. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Will we see a drive impact? Knockdown and hits them with a raging spear. Backs away. Not KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Decides not to rush in without a plan. It's time for both to brush that off and keeps going. Jumps up. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. What's next? Player 1 can't use drive anymore. Ooh, this is gonna hurt. Medium kick. Dangerous range here. Going in after splash attack. Comes for them with a balance. Throws them. We see a drive impact here. With overhead, but it won't work. Toss that off. This can lead to some big damage. Wall slash into the guard frame. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Does not leave anything to chance with that super finish. That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, top that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Bops him with a target. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Taking stock. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Knockdown. Will we see a drive hit? This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Player 1 has completed their drive game, but they are still within range to win this round. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Back out to start. They're not taking any chances. Misses the drive impact. spends the gauge for the drive reversal. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Both fighters having a full super art gauge means positioning is critical here. Axe puts the super armor to good use. Both fighters planning something? Barely blocks the jump in. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Challenge from above. Brushes that off and keeps going. Opts for the critical art. Gets the critical art. Even when the chips are down, they're still looking for a play to take this fight. Now they're gonna think of a follow-up. No quick breathers. And whip! They're wide open! All whip and no throw. What are they gonna do? They're recovered! Hits that with confidence! That combo finishes it! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Balance from above! Absorbs the attack and fires back. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Box him with a target card. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Managing their drive gauge well here can open up a lot of good chances for them later in the round. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Can't tech the throw? From up above. Scrapping it out up close. Balance from above. In there. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Opts to create space to start. They pile hits him with a stop and pop. Kicks the knees up. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Jumps in.
I've got you!
Grabs him. A quick breather. Goes for the jump in. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Brushes that off and keeps going. Jumps up, grabs and throws them away. Knockdown and... their life is hanging by a thread. They got them. It's too much. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Balance from above. Impact squash. This is a bad situation to be in. Player 2 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Plenty of health. Both low heavy. Wants nothing but air. Player 1 needs to wait super hard to show up what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Could we see a drive impact here? What are they gonna do? A jump? Player 2 needs the... this is gonna hurt. What a finish! Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good. This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Lots of aggression from both sides. Throws him down. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble? Knockdown. Digs in deep to get that driving. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Going in?
Stay down.
Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Scrapping it out up close. In there! Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes for the jump in to start. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Had the radar up and running. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Both fighters have plenty of drive to work with, but how they make their approach will be key. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Blocks it. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. Player 2 needs to use... Ooh, what a smart throw! Ooh, you never know what sees them coming and shrugs it off with the super arm. They just won't lighting up the skies with Jugando no Mai. A drive impact could end it all here. And they created the flame lit and Mai powered up again. The next touch may decide this round. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they? Will this super art do anything? Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage. They both decide to ease the tension and back off. What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. In with the phalanx. Sets up with the jump in. Yes, sir. More damage. Ends the meter. Hoping for a good return. Lifts him with a knee and brings them down. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Getting up, takes the enemy shield and gets that buff. The attack continues. Player 1 is no way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Player, there's the burnout. Player 1 is looking at a grip. This is gonna hurt. It burns out. And all burned out. Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. It's not over yet. Just believe it's time for that run. Drops them from the air. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive arm. Blocks it. Checks him with the projectile. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage. A perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Just out of range for that throw. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Will we see a drive impact? The Shoryu engine gives them the fist. When y'all put that away? KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Puts the super armor to good use. Smart play with the throw. Slides in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Still plenty of time left. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Player 2 will need to finish that extra juicer with Jugando no Mai. Player 2 has a big drive gauge lead. In with the phalanx. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Both fighters are down to half life. Back to the corner. Are we gonna play Impact Peekaboo? What are they gonna do? Knock them out of the air. This is it. Somehow manages to block the jump. Takes the enemy's shield and gets that buff. The attack continues. It drops them from the air. Put the exclamation point on that with an OD art. The flame lit and